Hello everyone, I'm Ian Bolton, I'm co-leader of the council, and there have been some changes since we were last here. Welcome Maggie Tyrrell as the new leader of the council. We're here again with Terry and Sean for an update on what's been going on.
Thanks, Ian. It's really good to be here to see this bridge project in progress. And the obvious first question for Terry from me is, how's it going, Terry? What's happened since you were last here with Ian and Claire?
Hi Maggie, and thank you for inviting us along today. As you can see, since we was last here in February, March time, we've made a lot of progress. We've done a lot of vegetation clearance, established the site huts, as local people will most probably notice. We've been busy behind the scenes completing the design. We've also been very busy at work at night on the M4.
Behind us you'll see quite a dramatic change from what was here before, and the good news for the project is we're approaching the first significant construction milestone, where your residents may remember that we talked about the multiple services and utilities that were buried in the current bridge, HV power cables, fibre optics, gas mains, water mains. Those need to be taken from the bridge, diverted under the M4, and we're going to be doing that exercise very soon on the weekend of the 18th to the 21st of October. That will see a significant trenching exercise under the motorway. The motorway will be closed for that period.
Well, it's great news that it's a big milestone for you, but it sounds as if it could be a bit disruptive for residents with the traffic.
Yes, there will be inevitably some disruption. We'll be doing quite an extensive messaging exercise. We'll be signing some distance away from this locality. The overriding message will be asking people to, if they can, stay away from the area, but we'll do all we can to manage the situation. And there's some further good news, Maggie. Local residents were always concerned about the period of time there would be no bridge of any kind here. This really was a concern to everyone and seemed insurmountable. But as the project has moved forward and the design is refined, so is the construction methodology. And we think we can build the bridge quicker. So the plan is that we will still open when we said we would to traffic in hopefully early 2026, but we won't demolish as quickly as we thought. So the period that the bridge will be inaccessible, there'll be no crossing point, will be much shorter. So we're looking to demolish sometime in the spring, around March next year, and have the bridge open to the new bridge open to traffic in early 2026.
Here we are now at the newly established site compound. As you can see, it's a vast area, but it's got multiple purposes. So first of all, when we actually put the services across the motorway, there'll be about 500 tonnes of material come out of the motorway and out of the trenches. All of that will be brought across here from a slip road off the motorway and recycled. When we demolish the bridge, the whole of the bridge that's demolished will be brought into the compound, and all of the steel and the concrete and everything else will be crushed and recycled here for either use in the new bridge or to be taken off site and used elsewhere. And then finally, for the construction of the new bridge, when the new steel beams turn up, they will be stored here. Potentially, we could be doing some fabrication here and lifting the beams in as well, but that's still something that we need to bottom out.
And Terry, when we were last here, this was all woodland, and you can see now it's an immense yard that you obviously need to do the work on the bridge and on the motorway. But when you finish the project, what's the plan for this big site?
So at the moment, Ian, the plan will be that we return it to its former state, its former condition, so it will be returned to woodland.
So that biodiversity will be regained again.
Yes.
Once you've all finished, which
Yes.
I know will mean a lot to a lot of residents.
Yeah.
Thank you again to Terry and Sean from National Highways for showing Maggie and myself what's been going on. There's been a huge amount of progress since I was last here, and I hope Maggie's impressed with the work that's been done, the fact that you are delivering the project on time, and it's good news.
Yeah, it certainly is, particularly that you can keep the bridge open for pedestrians and cyclists for longer. I know that's going to be disruptive for some residents as the closures go on, but we'll work really hard with them to make sure we minimise the disruption and keep them informed about what's going on.